Hey guys! So Emily is super tired from her awesome prom yesterday, which means that for one day I get to pretend that I'm as cool as she is. I'm Amanda/Skyrider11 and I'm going to be guest vlogging today. So I'm just going to continue on with the theme started 2 days ago of books. A couple of weeks ago I went to a Borders in the area that is closing. So luckily the Borders in my town isn't closing, but the Borders in Saratoga, which is about an hour away from me, is the one that is closing. So really early on a Saturday morning, my mom and I got up and made the 1 hour drive out. We found plenty of ways to entertain ourselves in the car, including playing with cute gum I bought in New York City and writing, I think, 10 different Nerd Fighter notes, just, to be prepared. Saratoga is also the horse racing capital of New York State, which led to some pretty interesting street art and street signs, like this one. My mother is a children's librarian, and I was raised in a library, so to me, a bookstore closing is really sad. I think that Kindles are great in their place, and other e-readers, but I don't think that anything can really beat the feel of a book in your hands. That's probably why I have so many of them. Walking in, the bookshelves were already pretty picked over, and it was weird and sad, but also kind of beautiful to think that such an enormous bookstore, probably the largest I've seen in the area, could be taken home by a whole community. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any John Green books to put Nerd Fighter notes in, which forced me to get a little creative. I ended up tweeting at and receiving replies from Laurie Halse Anderson and E. Lockhart that they were perfectly fine with their books being Nerd Fighter noted, and so I did. And at the end of the day, I ended up with quite a few new books. Upon leaving the store, I noticed two things that really stuck with me from the trip. The first was a letter on the door from the manager of the store, thanking everyone in the community for how amazing they made the experience of the bookstore there, which seemed so bizarre to me that when so many stores are closing and so many people are losing jobs, the owner of the store still took the time to thank everyone who'd ever made the store what it was, and made me feel like I was part of something special for shopping there. The second was a simple piece of graffiti. If you've watched my videos before, I'm pretty sure you know that I am a big proponent of street art, although of course I usually tend toward the legal end of it. Graffiti like this makes me smile, and reminds me that, like the message on the side of the building says, human potential is infinite. Just knowing someone out there is thoughtful enough to put a message like that on the side of something like a bookstore makes me realize that it doesn't matter how people get their hands on their books, be it in beautiful bound form or be it in the form of a screen. They're going to keep reading and keep making people who remind us every day that human potential is infinite and remind us every day not to forget to be awesome.